Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Sergey Mex from the Turg clan is playing the Super Conquer. And he's got the super beautiful, look at this. What is this? He's got the purple fancy schmancy. Time to roll out. We're going to feature a couple of heavy tanks today, guys. It's heavy tank day. Most people like playing heavy tanks. Most players that play this game love heavy tanks. Beginners like heavy tanks. Regular schmoes like heavy tanks. I think heavy tanks are the most played. Not very many people like light tanks. People like medium tanks, but you gotta be a good player to do well in a medium tank. I think the majority of players in this game, they're regular schmoes. Oh, beautiful shot. Might as well stay here and shoot some more. Oh, that was beautiful. His team did a little spotting and he did a little shooting. But they've backed up now, buddy. Time for you to move on. Most people want to get out there and slug it with a heavy tank. Slug it? When I started the game, I went down heavy tank lines because I didn't know. I went down the E100 line, was my first line I went down. And I thought, wow, I might as well get... I'm looking at it. I've just started the game. And you start clicking and looking through the tech trees and stuff. I thought, why don't I just get the biggest tank in the game? The mouse and the E100. Little did I know. But most people do that. They start the game and they say, look at this. It's a Super Conquer. This one happens to be a very good heavy tank. That's interesting. We think bigger is better. In this game, I think speed and DPM are speed. It's all about speed and DPM. I'd rather have speed and DPM than a heavy tank. But this guy, he's in a bad situation here. He's got to get to that corner and side scrape. And then he could get sniped. He took one from an Emil, and the Emil only shot him once. The Emil is getting pushed by his teammate. What is he doing? You are lucky, buddy. The Emil turned his turret around and decided... I don't know what the Emil decided. Who knows? I've given up trying to... Whoa, wait! Oh no, speaking of E100... the E100 bounced to 750. E100. Now this guy can go right through his turret because it's an E100. The E100 is not angling his turret because, let's face it, he's a beginner that just got himself an E100. And even if he angles it, boom, gotcha! Or grind yourself an E100. Now, a good E100 player would have went to this corner, side scraped out from that corner, planted 750 in this guy's lower plate, and then stayed side scraping. And if this guy attacked him, would have rammed him and angled his turret at almost 40 degrees and rammed him and molested him and just taken out this Super Conquer. A good E100 player would have taken out this Super Conquer. It would have been difficult because face-hugging a Super Conquer is not the smartest thing, but a good E100 would have done that. He would have face-hugged him, angled his turret, and only pointed at him when he had a heat shell ready to go. And being a big, tall E100, he could have planted that heat shell right on his big, bulbous, the top of his turret there. Unless the guy, it would have been a good fight. Anyway, it would have been a good fight. But I think a good E100 player would have been able to do it. And now he's aiming for pixel. That is no pixel. The lower plate is I find it quite easy to hit now. The lower plate, not that. That was just the strong part of the armor. There's a little thin band at the bottom of the object. Oh, no, if he shows you his side, that's even better. When you look at the Object 268 version 4, it has like a couple of bands, and it has a really thin strip on the angled bottom, the lower plate, and that seems to be penetrable. Then the little cupola, and right there, if you had a high caliber gun, I'll take that shot. That's good. But the flat part on its hull, if you have a 150 millimeter gun, they'll overmatch it. Right? Oh, that shot just that shot. You had Pixel, but Yuri said no. Now, come on. Lower plate. Let's show us. Oh, no. Oh, he's going to... Forget about it. Okay, so far, 4,500 damage, and his gunner is injured. Maybe that's why he forgot about it. Oh, interesting game. We've been focused on this part of the game. He's fought his way through the city. And a lot of times what happens when you're a heavy tank is you fight your way through the city and you do your best. Yes, you can hit him. Oh, you hit the upper plate. This guy's having trouble aiming. You win your flank, you win the city, and then you look at the map and you say, what? What happened to my team? Now, Leopard, you don't have to worry about upper plate, lower plate, side plate, back plate, top plate, lower. It doesn't matter what plate it is. You can skip the dishes with the Leopard. And now he's thinking, oh, well, I did my job. He did his job. He fought in the city. And you see his heavy tanks have survived. But the rest of the team has withered away. And they've all withered away. No, they haven't. Yes, they have. So what does he do? He starts heading back. Which is a good thing to do. The EBR is in the city because he's another Muppet playing this game. Is it a Muppet or is it one of those World of Tanks accounts that hasn't been active for 10 years and now has been active and has a 0 W and 8 in its past 300 games? You have to ask yourself that question. I ask myself that question all the time now when I lose a game really quickly. You look at the post-game stats and you see your team, 8 players did 0, and you say, okay, Wargaming, which accounts are these? Where did you scrounge up these accounts, Wargaming? Isn't it sad that we have to ask ourselves that question now? Oops. He just hit a pillar. Oh, okay, this is good. The guy's coming for the grillet. He's here to help the grillet. I wouldn't just keep driving. What are you doing? There's a player there. Okay, well, I think he wants to get in a hull down position now, and the poor grillet just... It's better to stay close to this slope, because then they have to come over it, than to run away. And I guess the grillet did run away. But now he can get hull down here, which is good. He's got some topography. And he's going to be a formidable opponent here if he gets hull down on this ridgeline. Where have you heard that before? It's a Foch. You got to respect the Foch because the Foch can do a lot of damage. So, and now you're no longer hull down. Now you're just completely exposed, buddy. Okay. There. Oh, he lucky because he was not hull down there. Yeah, there was that Foch. Remember that Foch? Oh, this is. Oof. I think it's Muppets versus Muppets, guys. It's Muppets versus Muppets, and the Foch pulled out. The Foch with the autoloader pulled out to take one shot, and I guess the Foch thought, well, maybe I'll be able to kill him. And did you notice that EBR that just ran by has 3 marks on his barrel? Weston Smith, not Smith and Weston. Weston Smith. And that's how you get 3 marks on your barrel on an EBR. Is you farm from long distance. Now let your gun work here. The EBR got it first. Somehow, he's managed to get back in this game. And it's tough. It's a regular schmo playing, guys. It's a guy trying his best. He's got 6,900 damage. He's thinking, well, this is a fantastic game. It's one of the best games he's played. So we're featuring him. How is he gonna win this game now? What would you do? The enemy team has Leopard, PTA, Leopard, and Kampfpanzer 50T. Kampfpanzer. 3 German sniper tanks and a grillet. Wow. It's Germany. They're fighting the Germans, guys. But his team has an EBR who is scooting around now like a cockroach. And the EBR can do some decent spot. Why didn't the EBR take the middle and try and spot from him? I mean, he's doing the flanking maneuver. He's an EBR. He can drive anywhere. And he spotted one of the leopards. And he's probably killed them on the move. EBR spot. Snap! So we know who's going to win here. The EBR. Oh, a Grillet. And he's spotted. That's not... He did not get spotted by the Grillet. There must be the Kampfpanzer on the ridgeline over there. Shoot and get into cover. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. And now wait for your WZ. Okay, the Grillet fired and boom! Yes! He didn't really high roll very... You just charge him now. Nope, that's the... Who spotted him then if the Kampfpanzer is there? Do we have to rewind this video? And there's the Kampfpanzer. Unless he drove... I don't know. He could... Don't know where he got spotted from. I thought the Kampfpanzer 50T must have been in the middle, because when he approached there, the Grillet did not spot him. The Grillet was in the city. So you tell me, Wargaming, who spotted him? I don't know, but I think he's in good shape now because he's got his teammates coming, and he's going to use the dead Grillet as to get hull down. This is good. This is good. Don't panic. Just sit there. 8,400 damage. So far. And there's the leopard.
Let's go.
What? Now his commander said... The commander spoke as if he was tracked, even though he wasn't tracked.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
You're done for. Everyone get out. But I think his teammates have this well under control. And this sneaky Kampfpanzer 50D, maybe he did spot him from the middle and then he just drove into the city. That's the other explanation, guys. That he spotted him from the middle and then he drove into the city. Or he was in some bushes somewhere on the edge. But fantastic game. He ends up on top with 8,731 damage, 5 kills, and he lost a shit ton of credits. Another tier 10 beast of a heavy tank is the IS-7, driven by Hulk is only one from the Int clan. Shout out to you guys. It's heavy tank day. Didn't I mention that? 2 super heavies. Good job by the Super Conqueror there. He played the game of his life, guys. Some of these replays that we watch are just regular schmoes trying their best. You know, they're not the type of players that... They don't get 8,000 damage every game in their Super Conquerors. They try their best and sometimes they suck. Sometimes they only do 400 damage and they die. And then they try their best and they do what a heavy tank should do. And they go to the city and they fight as hard as they can and they make a few mistakes, but they do a few things right and boom, 8,000 damage. The game of his life. It's nice to see a regular schmo do well like that. It's nice to see also an IS-7 scoot ahead of everyone because it's the most heavily armored super tank. Might as well be the fastest as well. And he's moving into a position that is not very good for an IS-7. I was thinking he was going to go to here, to A1. Look at the mini-map. Which is where you would go for an IS-7, because then you could be you'd be a hull-down boss. But he's on this ridgeline. He doesn't have gun depression, and when he pokes over the ridgeline, oh, you were ready, but you fidgeted. Why don't you just move over? Oh, there you go. If people scoot across here now, he can't. He's going to have trouble because of his gun, the depression of his gun. But if he has Muppets like this, this is the best position for an IS-7 in the game. He's angling in there. All they see is the outside of his pike nose. Beautiful. Just make them shoot. They're fighting an IS-7 head on. Daddy, I'm playing in your account and I'm playing your Patriot tank. I have 240 alpha. We're seeing something different here, guys. An IS-7 playing this corner, which is very different. Can you poke up he doesn't... He's smart. He doesn't poke out farther than his safety limit. This guy knows how to play this corner. He's not poking out farther to take the shot. Otherwise, they'll hit his lower plate. That's as far as he can go. You see? He poked a little farther there just to make him pay for it. Because this rock, look at this rock here. See this rock face right there? Is protecting his lower V-shape, not V-shape, but the lower plate he has that sticks up like that. It's fairly ingenious, you know? If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid, right? It's, so what? Now, can he make... He has the gun depression to hit I can't use... I come here in my freaking Conquer and I have trouble with my gun depression. How did he do that? And now he's got a dead tank, which is even better. He placed himself perfectly on the topography in order to bend his tank down so that he could use his gun depression. This guy knows what... Look at this. I stand corrected. The next time I play an IS-7, this is where I'm coming. I can't believe it. This guy's playing this like a genius. He's like a super tanker. This guy is just phenomenal. Look at that. See, he doesn't have the gun depression. That time, see, that's what I would be doing. He angled the last time. And you don't want to do that. He was kind of angled and used the topography to bend his tank down. This last time when he got shot, that's what I would do. Okay. Use the dead tank as cover and take another shot at that, at the pat. Or at this guy who's not paying attention. Wow. The king of the ridgeline. IS-7. Who would have thought? King of the ridgeline. Wow. Maybe that's what we'll call this video. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call the video King of the Ridgeline. And then people that watch the video are gonna think, hey, wait a minute. I watched this whole Super Conquer game and he didn't go to any ridge lines. What the hell is he talking about? And then they'll, you know, the people that actually stay and watch the second game, the true Clausians that watch the whole video, will say, oh, I see. That's why it's called King of the Ridgeline. Because the IS-7 is the king of the ridge. This guy's incredible. Wow, what a tank. What a tank. All I can say is what I know that the IS-7 has fantastic gun handling. I know that's one of the characteristics of the IS-7 is the fantastic gun handling, but this guy is putting on a show. Dude, Hulk is only one. That's all I can say. Hulk is only one. This is just... That Super Conquer, he is not king of the ridgeline. Okay? He is not the king. The other thing about this map, notice guys, this is an IS-7 defending on this side of the slope. It's because it's a gentle slope and he can back up and be shooting. Whereas here, where the Conquer was, this slope here, you see it? Where the Conquer died, is a steep slope. Right? It's steep slope, gentle slope. And even if you have gun depression, you come up on the steep slope, you can't shoot over it until you go all the way. You expose yourself. So taking this dip and moving up is, you have to be careful when you do that. See, now he has now you can't. He's on the Patton is on the gentle slope. The I-7 is on the steep slope. You notice that? It's much harder from the steep slope. So these teams that are too aggressive on this map, King of... How did he do it? He knows how to place his tank. This guy's a genius. And of course, that guy's not so bright. Boop, up the ass for you. And you're going to run away from an IS-7? You're in a Patton, for God's sakes. You're slower than an IS-7. And he realizes that. And he thinks to himself, why did I grind the American medium lines? Why didn't I grind the Russian heavy lines? Oh, he took a big hit there. The T-30 was ready for him, but now you out-reload the T-30. You don't even have to face-hug him, buddy. You out-reload him. Just... Well, there is that. Everyone should just play IS-7s, guys. Every time I watch the replays you guys send me, I think, man, I should play these tanks. I should play the IS-7. Scheisse. Okay, come on. Come on. The Grillet's gonna bounce on you. Or what is it, a PZ for? He doesn't know what he's doing. He can't even shoot straight. He aimed for 10 seconds and he missed by a quarter mile. Or he's gonna ram you now. There you go. Just a beautiful... Hey guys, we gotta clap. We just gotta clap because this guy has put on a show. Do we agree? In the chat. The Super Conqueror tried his best. Regular Schmo had a great game. Well done. But this guy actually put on a show in the IS-7, and I bet it's got a lot of you thinking, oh, maybe I don't have to go to that A1. Maybe I can use my gun depression. Gun depression! Looking down on me. No tank has more. Gun depression! Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. Do you know who that is? May he rest in peace. Fantastic game, guys. Look at that. 8,882. 6 kills. And he made credits. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. Get those numbers up. I appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on the next one.